Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Let's see how much battery I have. I don't know if I have enough battery. I might have to charge a little bit. I need to take... So I just spoke to Mark. I just made like a 30-second video by accident because I said the wrong words, which made my video stop. And I'm starting it up again, so I'm starting over. Okay, so in the last big video I made, I'll say it that way, meaning longer version of the video, I was talking with Mark, who maintains, one of the people that maintains, he's contracted to maintain this bike path. I do also want to encourage other people to also make requests if they'd like to. Politely request to have these paths maintained. This one's being maintained well, but the orange line needs work. That's the one where I've shown in so many videos that I have to itch, my back's itching, and I don't want to crash trying to itch my back, trying to scratch my back. Oh goodness, let's see if I could reach. Ugh. This is not easy. I have to unzip my jacket. Okay, so Mark, very polite gentleman that works, he's in charge of this, he's one of the people in charge of, or that's employed to, I don't know if he's in charge, but he's one of the people that employed to maintain this path. And this is the LA River bike path. They do a great job maintaining this. I'm not sure, I forgot to ask him what initiates that process of them coming out here and maintaining the path. Like, what, do they just come out automatically each week? Do they only come out when they're called? Like, how often do they do this? Excuse me. You ready to go faster, everyone? Hang on, here we go. Oh, I just did it again. I leaned forward too quickly, and the wheel started to do a sine wave. It was going woo. So I have to. It was going left, right, left, right. I have to not lean so quickly because I'm not there yet, experience-wise. I'm gonna call it experience-wise. I'm gonna call it that. Okay, let me try to think. Today's Thursday. There's a ride tonight. I think there's a couple rides tonight. One of those is Tails Up. It would be nice to see Louis again. I think his name's Louis. Yeah, Louis, who recommended this camera to me that I'm using right now. And it might be nice to say hi and thank him again. Probably be thanking him every time I see him for the rest of my life. I'm just so grateful to be using a camera that actually records the sound very well, and I'm not having trouble with that. I do still need to connect the GPS unit. So I'm just not there yet. I've been using all of my time that I have when I have time, right? When I have time, I use my time to practice. That's what I've been doing. Because to me, if I were to fall and get hurt, I think I don't want my thoughts to be, I really wish I practiced more. I want my thoughts to be, well, I did everything I could to be the best electric unicycle rider I could be. I stayed within my limits and limitations, and I still had an accident. But as long as I do everything I can, I'm happy. Right? That's how I feel. I was speaking with someone, I forgot his name. I was speaking with a gentleman that rides, I think it's called One Wheel. I think they're called One Wheel. Apologies that I don't know all the names of everything. And he was saying that, I was explaining to him that I would be interested in racing, possibly, in racing the electric unicycle, because if I get to the level where I can race, then I feel like just cruising around with the group, when I go on group rides, I feel like that makes me that much safer and so much more skilled to be able to ride with them and enjoy myself, because that would be such a more, if I think of it this way, a more relaxed Not that it really is relaxed, right? Because we're really paying attention, we're completely focused, and we're not really relaxed. But it would allow me to be more comfortable, if I say it that way. That water looks so pretty. Look at those beautiful birds over there. It would to be so much more comfortable. Oh, they're building apartments here. I didn't see that. That's nice. To be so much more comfortable when I ride in a group, right? So I'm not like on the edge of my limits, but rather like, let's say I'm riding at 50%, right? But with 100% presence, intensity, and I'll say peacefulness, right? Where I'm just not being stressed, but enjoying the experience of being among, fellow EUC riders, right? And that's what I want. I want to be able to enjoy my time when I'm riding. Well, here's the group. That's the group that referred me to Mark. I forgot how to pronounce the woman's name that sent me to Mark, but I'm really grateful. I didn't see her. I think she was probably in the van, so I didn't want to stop and be like, oh, thank you, But I kind of wanted to stop and say thank you. I could have, I guess. Should I go back? I don't know. Here's a cell phone tower, right? Is that right next to people's? Oh, wow. Imagine working with a cell phone tower right next to you. There's a lot of people that would not want to do that. They would not want to work within a close proximity to one of those towers, right? And I'm told we also don't want to be living next to power lines like this. It's not supposed to be healthy for us. That's what I'm told. Okay, so I'm in physical therapy for my right foot. And my right foot, I requested deep tissue. Now, I've never had deep tissue. I'll call it massage. I'm not sure if that's the right word. But I've never had a deep tissue massage. That's a neat little place here. You can get snacks and food and stuff. I guess we could stop by so you could see it. Okay, no one's behind me. Lost my balance. This is called Welcome to Spoke Bicycle. Spoke. It's called Spoke. So is that spoke like spoken? Or is it spoke like the spokes on a bicycle? Or is it both? Spoke Bicycle Cafe. Bike shop. Look at that neat trailer, right? Isn't this a nice place? I like how I can fit underneath these umbrellas. Did I speak too soon? No, I fit here. I do recommend Spoke. I recommend this place. I've eaten here before. It's a nice little cafe, I'll call it. I don't know if that's the right word, but I'll call it cafe for now. Isn't this nice? Look at this. Spoke. Mushroom coffee here. I love it. I love the atmosphere here. Very nice. Okay, so come in. Oh, rent a bike here. You could rent a bike at Spoke. I didn't know that. Hi, we're new. Come shop. Oh, it's for another store. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Oh, there's stars here. You see these stars? I didn't notice this before. Nice. It reminds me of like the Hollywood Boulevard. Where there's stars. And here we have stars, right? So what I might do, let me think about this for a second. I don't have my charger with me. But my options are, I could pick up the charger, go to the LA Zoo, fast charge at 15 amps if there's a charging station available, which I think sometimes they're not available there. This is why I should always keep my charger with me. But I don't know if there's a charging station open. What I could do though is just go home, charge at 10 amps, which is my max right now. Max I can do with my circuit at home, right, with my plug. My outlet can't handle more than, my 110 outlet cannot handle more than 10 amps at 151 volts, right? So the wattage is pretty high, right? It's the watts. I think I'm at approximately like 15 or 1600 watts, possibly 1700 watts. That's getting very close to what I think the limit. I think the limit of my breaker is like 1800 watts. But I've gotten it close to there. I've gotten it like 17 or 1750, and then it popped the breaker after like 15 minutes, which is a pretty good time period, right? But if I go home and I charge for like, I don't know, any amount of time, I might fall asleep because I need to take a nap. I didn't sleep enough. Okay. That was just to let him know I'm coming. Now, being that he's walking on a bike path, I imagine he's probably going to have a lot of people passing him. But to me, he's putting a lot of trust in the people that are on this path. What if someone didn't see him? That could happen. So I'm going to mention this probably every day for the rest of my life, possibly. But at least for sure right now, I don't know how long I'm going to talk about this. But I do want to say that Tom Palladino passed away recently, I think in the past week. And he carried on the work of Nikola Tesla. Everyone knows Tesla, free energy. A lot of people understand that Tesla's energy is the energy that flows through the wires, and I don't just mean AC. I'm talking about the free energy signal that's coming through those wires that activates what I think is the ground wire energy at our homes, and that's what we're paying for, right? So we're paying for that signal. So what a lot of people do that really understand energy really well, some people know how to extract energy directly from magnets. And I'll say it this way, a lot of us extract energy from magnets indirectly, which is when you pass a magnetic field past a coil, with or without an iron core, as Gerard Morin talks about. Because Gerard Morin said you don't have to have iron. You can just pass the copper, and it's more efficient. It sounded like that's what he was saying. Now, if that's true, if there's less resistance, then maybe that is good, right? But I'm going to look at John Bedini and say, well, John Bedini's using iron core. He also experiments with using I have to turn my phone back off. He also experiments with welding rods, and I forgot the part number for that, but it has to have a magnet, has to be able to stick to it. But I think it's less than if you have a solid iron, like ferrous metal, where a magnet sticks to core, which I don't think is completely necessary, right? Otherwise, why would he use the welding rods? Now, but if we have an iron core and copper wire and we pass a magnet past that, that's what I'm referring to as indirectly. Directly is what Don Smith talked about with having the somehow extracting electricity directly from the magnet. How do we extract electricity directly from the magnet? Now, when Don Smith spoke of this in one of his videos, it sounded like he was saying you need to know, or it helps to know, the frequency of the magnet. Now, what does that mean? How do we read the frequency of a magnet? That gentleman tilted his head like saying hello, so I went like that too. I went hello like that, saying hello. Now, there's two different ways that people can say hello with their head. Is you can go down or you can go up. And some people say up is for people you know, and down is for people you don't know. So up is like, hey, what's up? And down is like you humbly introduce yourself, like, hi, thank you, like, hello, as an approximation. I don't know exactly, right? Okay. So Tom Palladino passed away, and Tom Palladino continued the work of Nikola Tesla, and he worked with scalar light. And scalar light is used for healing. It's for healing the body, right? So sounds good to me. So I did the free trial, and I felt better. And I recommend trying the free trial, right? It's a free trial. They don't collect any personal information. They don't ask for anything. And nothing, nothing personal. And you can just see how it affects you. You can see how you feel, okay? They've been helping people all around the world. Before Tom Palladino passed away, I don't know exactly what happened, but it was sound like some kind of accident. Before Tom Palladino passed away, and the work, by the way, is being continued, so you can still participate in the Skiller Light programs. But you choose the program that you need. Like, what do you need for your health, right? What do you need? So there's a basic program, and there's also different kind of programs. They have helped people all over the world heal from different things they're dealing with and going through, right? Okay, so I could go home, charge the battery at 10 amps, and see how much power I can get in the battery in I don't know, like 10, 15 minutes or so, and then head over and get those photos. Let me think about how far that is. I'm trying to think about how far. See how they work on the trees? I think this might be part of how they maintain this area in here, how they clear it out. I'm not sure though, but it looks like it. But you see how it's thinned out, how they cleared a lot of that out? And you see how down there, down the way, it's real thick, like it grew a lot. I mean, to me, that's what happens when the rain... My mind is blanked out right now. Have we had rain? Did we have rain recently? I think we had some rain in the past couple of months. I just don't know exactly when. But somehow all the greenery grew a lot. It grew a lot. Look at these bumps. Wow, those are big. That really needs to be trimmed. Oh, I forgot to ask him, who do we request to have bumps like that smoothed out, right? Because this whole area, it's marked, but these are big bumps. And the one bump I hit back there was really bad. Okay, should we go freeway speeds now, next to the freeway? See the freeway? Oh, I feel the wind blowing me around. That's really unpleasant. I mean, I like the wind usually, but not on an electric unicycle. Because you feel it. It feels like it's going to blow you over. And so far, everyone agrees that it's hard to ride with the wind. Well, I know that sounds obvious, right? But I thought people that were more advanced maybe not have trouble, but they do. I mean, it's not easy, right? Is what I mean. So I think I'll limit my speed, being that it's a little bit windy right now. And a lot of that wind might be just from the fact that these vehicles are moving, on the freeway and pushing the wind around. Because I don't see the trees moving that much, right? A little bit. Maybe there's just a little bit of breeze today. But it is amazing that inside the Earth's gravitational atmosphere, if I call it that, gravity field, there is such stability of I guess what we call weather, because in outer space 100 miles up is minus 455 degrees Fahrenheit. It's minus 455 Fahrenheit. And we're moving at almost the speed of light. I've read that many times, meaning that the rotation of the galaxy. Now, I'm not sure if it's the rotation of the galaxy. Well, yeah, I've been told that the rotation of the galaxy is near the speed of light, but then we also have, so we have the galaxies turning, right? But then we also have the galaxy moving through space at an extremely high speed. These are all things that we just don't hear about, right? But you can look them up. It's fun to look at all this kind of information. What else? Tom Palladino passed away. It's sad that he's passed away. I mean, how suddenly we lose Tom Palladino, right? And but the work continues, and I recommend trying out Scalar Light Healing. There's free trials, 15-day and 30-day free trials. You could choose which one you want to try, see if the 30-day are available. I think the 15-day are usually available, or you can request to get on the waiting list if that's required. I just remembered, I think I have photos of those trees over there. Oh, but I don't think I have a photo of the streets. Maybe I do. I completely forgot to take pictures of the entire Orange Line bike path. Just to document what was happening on it. Weird thing was they fixed a lot of the ground where it was pushed up with roots. After I took photos, like within a few weeks, I think they started fixing the ground. They didn't fix where the trees hang down, though. That hasn't been fixed. But the ground was a big one. That's big, right? I mean, people, I like went flying over some of those bumps. But this is an example where this is too low. I wonder if they drive their truck right there. I wonder that. But that's just one spot, like it's easy to kneel down. But what happens sometimes is I'll be riding along and I won't necessarily notice the branches hanging down like that, or the tree hanging down, and it's easy to just smack into it, and it can cause a crash. Even at this speed, it can easily crash. I'm doing 21 miles per hour, and that would hurt to fall at that speed, even though it's not. It doesn't seem like it's really fast. Yeah, I didn't bring the charger today because I just wanted my backpack to be lighter. It's interesting how I ended up on this bike path today, because I would not have come to this path had those bicyclists not come over here. They came here and I followed them. There's supposed to be a bike path around here somewhere that I haven't gone on yet. I mean, at least that's what people tell me, but I haven't been able to find it. And I've looked up the pictures of different bike paths, and I'm still not sure I'm looking at this path or a path I haven't seen before. It's hard to tell. See how much of the path they fixed, how they cut it out? They did a really good job. This was breaking off and sliding down the hill. Now that will probably happen again because there's a continuous movement, right? Everything's moving. But at least this is sealed up right now. And who knows, maybe this acts as like maybe this will hold the path together right there. Now Art, the first responder, the retired first responder that I've introduced in videos in the past, a couple videos, he said that we voted long ago to have bike paths put in all over, like all around these areas, like all around. And he said that the money's just sitting in accounts waiting to be used for the projects. Like, to me, I feel very frustrated by that, because I feel like, well, what do we need to do to get that moving along so we could have, more bike paths if the money's just sitting there. So I hope that is used for to get new paths built. Oh, I was talking about, I keep changing subjects back and forth. I was talking about how in my physical therapy, I had deep tissue physical therapy on my right foot and right ankle, and it helped a lot. It really helps. Let's see where we're going to go. I think I'm going to stay up here. I have to be careful not to pedal clip, but I don't see that being trouble. I have to stay away from the sidewalk here. See that? That'll grab my pedal if I get too close to it. I also have to watch for dirt becoming like vertical. If I see that, I have to stay away from that, because that'll pull the pedal to the side, and then I'll naturally counter steer, and that's what causes loss of control. That's one of the things that happens. Oh, that squirrel went in there. So we're taking this dirt path here. I don't know when they're going to finish the sidewalk. I'm not really sure. I thought they were putting a sidewalk in here at one time, and then they just didn't. And I thought, oh, what happened? Because it looked like they were doing things over in this area. Or I think they were working by the bridge. Slow turn. Oh, I think I should have went that way. No? Yes, maybe. Last time I did this, I went way down there trying to get out to the street. I don't want to do that again. I'm going to try to turn here somewhere. Yeah, I'll turn right here. I was looking for a ramp down. I think last time I came here, I wasn't going down steps yet, like this. Now I can do that. So, it's okay with me going down that. Okay, let's see if there's any cars over here. Looks like it's clear. We're turning. And I'm not 100% sure I'll go on the ride tonight, because I'm starting to only do things if I'm rested enough, and I haven't been resting enough. That looks like a new building. Okay, everyone, True Zero Emissions signing off. We'll see you in the next video, and thank you for joining me in today's adventures. We'll see you in the next one. Stop recording.